Hey!
Hey!
Elizabeth.
Caroline.
Nice to see you again.
Yes, nice to see
you. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I'm doing very well. I noticed you were in Charlotte last week for some business, right?
I was.
I'm actually from there, so
really?
it's a fun place.
Yes.
I'm glad
I love
you got
Charlotte.
to go see my hometown.
Yeah, of course.
So before I begin today, I just want to make sure we have 20 minutes, right?
Yes, we have 20
to discuss
minutes.
all this? Okay,
Yes.
perfect. I also want to give you my business card
Thank
just
you
for
so
you
much.
to have. I know we've
Perfect.
met and stuff before, but just always good to have. And I know that we also, is it okay if I take a couple notes while we're talking today?
Please.
So I can just be on track with you. I know that we've talked briefly before in our last meeting about a couple of things you want to work on with
Right.
American Farm and Garden Supply.
Of course.
But before I get into that, I want to give a little bit background about myself.
Please.
So I've been with Salesforce for about 5 years now.
Okay.
And within those 5 years, I've worked up to about the 20%
Okay.
top performers.
Wow.
20%.
Congratulations.
Yes.
You're
thank
very
you.
you're very young to have such
I
great
appreciate
success.
that. Thank you very much. So I've worked with a couple of companies that are similar to y'all.
Sure.
Some of your competitors like Lowe's and stuff like
Right.
that. So are on the same track as you, big,
Okay.
expanding. So I kind of think I have a good grip on what y'all are about and what
Okay.
y'all need and how I can meet those needs. So I did notice y'all had a total revenue of about $518 million.
We have.
Last year. Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a really big year for us.
Not a lot of companies can get up there. That's really
Thank you.
That's really big, and that was about 12% above your revenue in 2017,
Yes,
right?
it was. That was.
So
was
you're only
definitely-
getting bigger. You're only growing.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
So with all that being said,
Yeah.
I just want to have a little agenda for us of what we want to go through
Sure
today,
thing.
if that's okay.
Yeah, I love it.
So I know when we talked briefly, you mentioned struggling with order tracking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just being on the same page as clients through client data, and the technology you have currently maybe isn't working with that.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it, to put it lightly.
And I want to touch a little bit on the communication lag you have with that in the company, because I know y'all are a big company, only growing,
Right.
6 different retail locations. You want to make sure everyone's on the same page
Exactly.
so day-to-day goes by smoothly.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. Okay, well, with all that being said, is there anything else you want to touch on, or anyone else that needs to be in the room with us?
I don't think so. I think that really is basically the heart of the issues that we're facing currently, and it'll just be me today for the meeting.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, first thing, if you don't mind me asking, I wanted to ask, who is your current CRM system right now?
So our current CRM system is NetSuite. I
Okay.
don't know if you're familiar with them or not. We've been working with them for the past 10 years or so.
Okay, I am familiar with NetSuite.
Okay.
They're a great company. I did want to ask, how satisfied are you with them right now? I know you mentioned you've been with them for 10 years.
So like I mentioned, great company. They definitely keep us number one. They are client focused, but just the way that we are expanding, like you've mentioned, we're definitely expanding a lot as a company, and it's just become kind of apparent that we are just kind of going in 2 different directions.
Okay, so you say now that you notice these differences that y'all might be going different directions.
Yes.
How's this affected your overall company operations and day-to-day stuff?
Yeah, so honestly, we're just facing, like we mentioned, a lot of trouble with tracking our clients' orders, so sorting through their data, figuring out leads, everything like that. And because we are such a growing company,
Which is difficult to go day-to-day and
Yes.
stuff like that. You need to be on track of all of that.
exactly, we're just not really being offered that anymore, and it's just becoming more and more difficult for us as a whole.
Okay, so I also did speak with one of your people, Bill Jackson, that's correct?
Yes, Bill.
About different problems that you've been having, and how we talked about we just spoke about
Right.
NetSuite. So is one of your largest concerns the inefficient tracking order right now?
Yeah.
in your company?
So that's probably our main concern right now is the order tracking. It's becoming almost discouraging for our employees and our customers.
Okay.
Because we are now, it's one thing when the order is placed, we understand that's put beautifully through, we can see that, and then there's kind of a disconnect where we can't even really see with our own CRM system where these orders are going along.
Which, if you're not being able to see it, what are your customers?
We're just getting call after call and
which
email.
is common, but something
Exactly.
that we can fix.
Exactly.
Definitely something we can fix. So that is a very valid concern. And how does your current situation for evaluating your product life cycle affect the overall relationship between your customer and company right now?
Yeah, so honestly, it's just become kind of a stressful situation here at AFGS, and for not only our clients that we help, but also our company as a whole. Just with communicating and everything like that, it's
so you would say
it's just kind of become
not
unorganized.
tension, not that you have tension with your customers,
Yes.
but you would say it's building up with calls, stuff, emails,
Yes,
stuff like that?
it's not a black and
Complaints?
white situation anymore where I can be like, oh, hey, the order you placed in last Tuesday, this is where it's, this is where it's at, this is when you'll arrive. I
Okay.
have as much vision as they do, which is minimal.
Okay, I understand that can create a lot of stress within the company, or create a lot of stress between customer and client, but
Mhm.
also on top of that, do you find this creating stress within the company maybe?
Yeah, there's definitely some stress within the company, and as VP of operations, I've been trying to oversee, the operations, kind of understand where we're all at within the company, and I have noticed that it has become a little bit more of a
Okay.
tension-driven area.
So do you think, due to this lack of, or due to this stressful situation, do you think there is any lack or even lag of communication between departments that is adding to this problem?
Yeah, it is interesting you say that, because I would say that there's definitely kind of some sort of lack or lag, just because so many people are stressed out
Mm-hmm.
and covering so many different jobs that really isn't even in their job description, that everybody's kind of walking on glass. It's
Okay.
very stressful.
So is there a specific department you're seeing this within, or two departments between, or?
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen, most of our departments are stressed currently,
Mhm.
but I think there's mainly a lot of tension within the sales department is what I'm seeing.
Okay.
I've kind of noticed,
Okay.
which is not the best, because that's
Not
how we get our
best, 'cause
clients,
that's your people.
right?
But, so do you think this would lead to an increase in your employee turnover rate, or has led to an increase in your employee turnover rate recently?
Yeah, it's actually interesting you said that. I met with Tom. We had another meeting last week, Tom
Mhm.
James, and we were going through our Excel spreadsheet and our client numbers, our company numbers, everything like that. And we
Mhm.
actually we have reached an employee turnover rate of about 5%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then is this higher, less, or equal to what you had in the past?
It's actually about 3% higher than what it has been.
Okay, which is, not something you can't come back from.
Right.
Which is okay, but also
Definitely
not
not.
something you want happening.
No, so we're struggling.
Okay, so I don't want to alarm you anymore, because this is very common that
Okay.
this can happen. But when I was talking to Tom as well last week,
Okay.
we put together kind of an Excel sheet, or he gave me the numbers, I kind of put them
Okay.
together if you want to look through here. So
Sure.
per person, you have 6 locations right now, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so if you lost one salesperson, that would only be about 7 million. Well, not only, that would be about 7 million.
Okay.
One person. But between that 6
Wow.
locations, if you had one person leave per location, that'd be
Yeah.
about $42 million.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Yeah, which is also, again, I'm not trying to alarm you, and it's
Right.
not something you can't come back from. That's
Okay.
why we're here to help.
Okay.
But it is something that needs to be acknowledged, and maybe something that we
Sure.
can turn around
Yeah.
before it's too late. But would you agree that this is the size of your potential loss?
I haven't been able to go through the calculations that you probably have, with Tom, but I would assume that it's probably substantial. I personally would have guessed maybe half that, around 22 million.
Okay.
Just, based on my knowledge of what we have going on in our locations, but
Which 22 million is still a lot.
that's still
something-
very substantial.
And we just want to keep it from you guys getting to the point where you can't come back.
Where
from
there's
it,
right,
which
no.
you are not at all yet.
Okay.
But it is something that needs to be acknowledged, and
Sure.
something that I think we can definitely come back from before it's too late.
Okay.
So with that being said, I want to show you the features of the
Okay.
2 solutions I have for the communication problem we talked about and the order tracking
Okay.
problem
That would be great.
on Salesforce. So if you're welcome to click around with it. I'll get you to the chatter room. This is the
Okay.
Salesforce chatter room right here. You can click around with
Okay.
it. And this is basically to relieve the tension of the lack of communication.
Okay.
So, are you familiar with Twitter? It's kind of
I
like
am, yeah.
Twitter.
Okay.
So, if you need to get in touch with someone who's on sales out in the field doing their thing, which
Right. Everyone's busy.
everybody's busy. Sometimes emails aren't going through, whatever. Also, we're cloud-based, so whenever you're on internet, you can be in touch with people
Okay.
on any device. So you can be on this Salesforce chatter on your phone when you're at home, all that
Okay.
kind of stuff. But if you need to get in touch with someone, it's like Twitter. You write a post right here,
Sure.
and you can tag them specifically, so they'll get a notification that they're trying to reach
Okay.
out to you. But you can also say the question publicly of what you're trying to find out. So if someone else had the answer, and maybe you're not getting in touch with the right person, but they have the answer for you,
Okay.
they can just comment on it.
And is it more of like, is it company-wide, or is it like department specific?
Company-wide, so you
Okay.
can get with someone you can make it within the department and
Okay.
only need, if you're only asking a sales question,
Okay.
that's great.
Sales department.
Put it in sales department.
Okay.
But if you want to click here, company, you want to go company-wide, you can ask something. Headquarters can ask something from marketing, sales, all that
Okay.
kind of stuff. So it's really cool, very helpful
Okay.
with communication, and people are it's very easy to use too.
Okay.
Then I also want to bring you over here to the Lightning order tracking
Okay.
that we use as our order tracking, and we just released it this month. And so basically it is to get you on the same page with your client, which I know
Sure.
that your values are
Right.
customer service, client first, which everybody has those values, but
Yeah.
y'all really pride yourself on
Thank you.
making
No,
sure
that is our main concern.
and we want to match up with those values.
Okay.
So this is basically on the customer side, it's making it easy for them to browse what they want, order what they want.
Okay.
They put something in their cart, they don't want it anymore, take it out. That's
Okay.
fine. But also, with that being said, you want to be on the same page with them. So when they do click submit of what they want, when it's being processed, when it's out in transit, when it's been delivered to their front door. So if you get a call from a client and they say, "Where's my package?" Blah blah blah
Right.
blah. You have the answer of, "Oh, it is in transit, going to be in your house in 2 hours."
Oh wow. Okay.
That kind of stuff. Just anything
Sure.
you want done, right there, which is very helpful.
Okay.
Also, I know that you guys have 6 locations right now,
We do.
and within your strategic plan for 2020, you want to open 4 more locations?
Yes. Our plans are currently to open
With
up.
Macon,
Yes.
Knoxville,
Mm-hmm.
I think
Columbia.
Columbia.
And yeah.
Yeah.
Those are our.
Okay, yes.
Oh, and
that's
Louisville.
okay. Oh, and Louisville, yes.
Sorry,
we're both
slipped my
like-
mind. Right.
So that's awesome. Always want to be expanding.
Right. Yeah.
That's
That's our
great.
goal.
Congratulations on that. That's really
Thank you
cool.
so much. We're proud.
The thing is that right now today, I think we want to focus on the 6 you have open,
Okay.
so that in order when we do get to that place, we can expand and then it'll be easy.
Sure.
So I just want to show you some of the numbers that will go with these 6
Okay.
locations. So I talked with Tom James a little bit more and stuff,
Mhm.
and I know you'll have about 40 people in
Yes.
each location.
Yes, about 40. So we have roughly 1 manager, 2 assistant managers, 20 full-time and 17 part-time. So
Okay.
roughly 40.
Okay. So I think within each location, you want to have about 15 licenses.
Okay.
And times 6 locations, which gives you about 90 licenses.
Okay.
And that's just within the different locations, but then you want to have about 10 licenses for headquarters,
Okay.
which makes
That
sense.
makes sense. Yeah.
So about 100 people, but it's going to be about 2,268 per person. So
Okay.
that's going to lead you, you have about 226,000 for
For a year.
the licenses for the year for people, for
Okay.
your people, plus a 2,000 or a 25,000 initial fee, which
Okay.
in total is going to lead you to be about 252,000.
Okay.
And which I know that sounds pricey getting up there, but I think comparatively speaking, with the 22 million that we discussed, at least 22 million, just the losses that you could run into, I
Right.
think comparatively speaking, this is nothing for you. This is what you need to, what you want,
Okay.
what you need to do.
That makes sense.
And
yeah.
not to mention it, also,
I do know that y'all have had quite a few endorsements.
oh, yes. Sorry, thank you.
No. Yeah.
We do
talked
have
about
a
it.
couple endorsements from Dr. Rich Gruner at Terry College of Business.
Oh wow. Okay.
And with that being said,
Great guy.
I think, yes, with that being said, I think our system has really proven to be a great investment.
Sure.
And I have a written agreement here for us, so do you see any reason for us to not move forward today?
You know, I really don't think so. I appreciate you showing me all the benefits and pricing and everything like that.
Perfect.
So, yeah, I think we're good to move forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.